lock-in with myself. I forgot my name then. With myself, Sham, otherwise known as FPL Two Guys One Cup.
Myself, Rob, otherwise known as FPL Panda.
Good evening, mate.
Even, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, all the better for seeing the United game tonight. Absolutely horrendous in the first 45. I was sitting there just like, why am I watching this? They were that bad, and then second half they were just brilliant. They could have had like 8 or 9. I think
Really?
6 was a let off.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game. I was doing a Big Brother reality Zoom thing, and I was wearing this.
What the fuck is that?
It's a wig. It's a wig.
But what is it?
It's a wig.
It's a
It's a fire wig.
it's a file wig. Looks like you're wearing a bloody watermelon on your head.
And I wore this one the other night. Hold on. Let's see if I can. 1 second. I did one the other night, and then I did one. The other one was an hour one, and this one was a 2 hour one. And I played a woman the other night. Hold on, let me show you this one.
Oh, you'll be good at that.
Yeah. Do you like that?
Yes, it really does it for me. Anyway, who's in the chat? Let's see who's in the chat.
Water close. Anyone else in the chat?
There's a few people about lurking in the background.
Will we see West Ham and United both in the Champions League next season? No, I don't think we'll get top 4 now, to be honest.
I think we're definitely in the Champions League next season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's.
What happens if you win it? Is it top 5? Or no, it's still top 4.
No, if we win the Europa League, that's it. If Arsenal win it,
Arsenal are not going to win it.
If Arsenal win it, and what was the Arsenal score tonight? Did I lose?
They lost 2-1.
Get in there. Yeah.
So then they only need a 1-0 victory, and
if they won it and Chelsea finished 5th, then 4th place don't get. And
but
Chelsea won the champion. No, so if Arsenal win the Europa League, then they go into the Champions League. If Chelsea won the Champions League but finished 5th, then you'd assume that if they finished 5th, then either Leicester or West Ham finished 4th, maybe, or Liverpool, but they wouldn't qualify for the Champions League.
So is there any scenario that 5th place gets Champions League?
No.
No.
No, only if.
So then we could potentially only be having 3 teams in the Champions League next year.
How?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it would be 4, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Only 4 is what I meant.
Yeah.
Only 4 is what I meant.
But we could have 5. The most you can have is 5.
Well, we're not going to have 5. Because United will finish in.
Chelsea might win the Champions League and not make top 4.
No, they'll make top 4. They'll make top 4. Anyway. No, we won't see West Ham and United in Champions League. I don't think we'll get top 4.
I think you'll be playing in Europe next year.
Do you know what? I don't know.
You'd have to finish. You'd have to finish outside the top 7.
Yeah, but have you seen how tight it is?
Yeah, but
we could be by Monday. By Monday, we could be 8th. Before we play Burnley, we can be 8th.
I know. I suppose Burnley are they're world beaters now. They beat Portugal B, didn't they, the weekend? So
we could be 8th before we play Burnley.
Yeah, that's a lot of the other teams winning.
Well, it's just Chelsea,
Liverpool, Spurs all to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Liverpool ain't winning.
It's not inconceivable. It's not inconceivable.
Liverpool ain't winning. They're not winning shit on Sunday.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, right, guys, get your questions in on the chat. We're going to keep tonight relatively quick. We'll go through our 5v5. If you've got questions, we will cover them. We'll go through what we think we're going to be doing with our teams. But first of all, should we do the 5v5, and that will, I guess, will lead into our teams.
Yep. Let's do that.
Well, so last week I just smashed you. Like, I didn't even count up all the scores. All I did was check the first name of mine, and then I checked the names of yours, and I was like, yeah, my whole team beats yours. Like, my 2 players beat yours. What was it? So you had Patricio, Dunk, Vardy, Bruno, Mane.
Just,
What are you laughing at?
just
How
shit.
shit your team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patricio
I had
0,
Salah
Dunk 2-pointer from Dunk.
2, Mane 2.
Yeah, Mane 2, Bruno 2,
Vardy.
2.
Right. So you had 8 points. Is that right? So I just had Salah beat your team. Iheanacho beat your team. The rest of my team is irrelevant. Martinez, Veltman, Greenwood.
Anyway.
So I'm now 8-7 up.
8-7 up. Well, I've got to let you get back in the lead.
Have some
Otherwise,
hope.
yeah, you'll lose confidence, and then you'll be like, "Oh yeah, let's scrap this."
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Heads or tails, mate?
Tails.
It's tails.
It's always tails. Right. Top projection this week. Oh, there's an 8.1.
Kane.
Yes, 8.1. Harry Kane, 44.9% ownership. Projected at 8.1 against Sheffield United at home.
I'll go with Lingard. No, actually, no, I won't. No, I won't. I'll go. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go Lingard. Yeah.
Cool. Riyad Mahrez, 5.7% ownership.
I don't think he'll play, mate.
7.5.
I don't think he'll play.
Should I pick someone that will actually definitely play rather than a City player?
It's up to you.
Let's go. Let's take City out of the equation because they could be fucking anything. If I take City out of the equation, then
I should just say, for anyone new in the chat, we're doing a 5v5 where Rob is choosing 5 players that he thinks they're going to score the most based on his planner. I'm choosing 5 as the human, and it's done in a draft style format. What we pick one at a time. We can only pick players within certain percentages. So 2 is any percent, 1 under 20, 1 under 10, 1 under 5, and a maximum of 1 per team. Right.
Bruno projected 5.9, Liverpool at home 56.2%. That's both my high ownerships gone. Bruno though tonight, oh my god.
Was he good? I didn't watch the game.
Yeah, in the second half, he just lit up the second half. He made so many chances. The guy, like, the amount of chances he made, we're talking haul, like some sort of record haul. He could have had like 2 goals and like 4
I want to
assists.
change my Lingard pick.
What?
Oh, can I change my Lingard pick or not?
At the end, you can change it
Not
at
at
the
the
end.
end. Can I not change it now?
No, because
Why?
you might pick someone that I want.
I won't pick anyone that you can have.
Okay, so
It won't be anyone that you can have.
is it Son then?
No, yeah, Son. Yeah, yeah, Son. Oh no, no, actually, hold on.
Oh Jesus! I thought you said you
Sorry,
were ready.
I was ready, but then I fucked up the percentages. No, I'll stick with I'll stick with Lingard. I'll stick with Lingard.
You stick with Lingard.
Yeah.
Who you got
Okay,
next?
so now I'm gonna choose Iheanacho.
John Chappell. But Bruno looks tired. The guy always looks tired, but he's still like fucking crazy. Who have we got next? Daniel Podence.
Really?
Yeah, 5.4 projected points away to West Brom. 1.1% ownership. Ooh, don't like that. But that's because I've taken like above him. So you've got Son top projection for the midfield. Then you got Mahrez, KDB, Sterling, Gundogan, Bruno, and then Bruno. And then it's Podence, Bowen. He's up there as well.
Alonso.
My good friend from yesteryear, Vladimir Sufal, 4.9 projected points.
Goalkeeper. What's Edison's percentage? Edison.
Look at my face.
I can't see her face. Hold on. What is her face?
I was like,
Oh, is that who you were gonna pick?
yeah, the moment I heard you go, oh, what's his percentage? And I've got his percentage sitting in front of me, I was just like, oh, no, it's gone for him. Oh, fuck. Sufal is under 10. Podence is under 5. That's good. So I just need an under 20. Does he even start? Oh, does Mendy even start? Did he start?
Yeah, should do.
Yeah, let's
Should do.
fuck it. Mendy then. 4.4 projected points at home to Fulham. West London
Bale.
derby.
Bale.
You gone Bale?
Right. So the team is you've got Mendy, Sufal, Podence, Bruno, Kane. I've gone Edison, Alonso, Bale, Lingard, Iheanacho.
Ooh.
8v7. Right. Auto Reclose says, lads, I'm currently considering James Rodriguez and said James Rodriguez in for Rafinha. Am I losing my mind? No, I don't think so. Rafinha's not going to play. Rodriguez, I would probably wait though until we know, like, well, till tomorrow, and see if we have any double game week news. They should be getting a double, but just double check. But yeah, I mean, if we don't get the news, I'll probably make that move.
Everton are one of the teams. They're
I
definitely.
don't like how I prefer Sigurdsson though to
Yeah,
James personally, because I don't even think James will play 2 games in the double.
yeah. They. I mean, with Everton, like we discussed it on the pod with Mark, and yeah, they've definitely got their fixture against Aston Villa, and they won't blank. So, like how, as you can see on the screen at the moment, as how Ben Crellin sees it, and I kind of agree with how Ben's seen it. Yeah, they'll double against West Ham and against Villa. They could also double. Oh no, it would have to be then if the 37 fixtures get moved into the midweek and the 37 fixtures moved to the midweek. The 36 fixtures get moved. Yeah. Yeah, the Everton double will happen in 35, but I think personally it will either be early tomorrow morning, um, like by 11 o'clock. I think if we haven't heard by 11 o'clock tomorrow, it's not going to be announced before Tuesday, because of the social media blackout for a lot of for all the clubs and everything. The Premier League taking part, and the clubs obviously want to be able to announce that information
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when fixtures get changed. And obviously with this fixture change, it's also them announcing that they're going to be allowing fans in. And we saw Wolves earlier today or yesterday. They announced that they'd open their ballots for their last game of the season against United for
But
season ticket holders.
can you see us going into a game week, right?
Hmm.
That would be so. When's the last game? When's the last day of game week 34? So last game that is Monday night, right? So can you see us going in to game week 35 and no fix like so it's game week 30, imagine it's game week 35 and then suddenly they add fixtures to that same game week. Has that ever happened before?
Um,
Because if it's not tomorrow, that's what's going to happen, right?
well, no, because it would happen. It would be on Tuesday
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. So game week we would be in game week 35.
Game week 35 starts next Friday.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Is that they would announce extra games for a game week that's like due to start in a few days. I don't think that's happened before, is it?
Yeah, they did that in January.
No, not this year. It's definitely not happened this year.
I'm sure they did that.
No, definitely not happened this year. It hasn't ever happened that
Yeah,
like
because they didn't
We're
announce
about to start a game week and they've announced. No, I can't.
no, they didn't
Definitely not.
with the time that they announced the doubles and the blanks half an hour after deadline.
Yeah, the game week hadn't like that, but game week 30, that game week hadn't finished yet, had it? That game week hadn't. They announced it at six
Yeah,
thirty
but
one or whatever it
if you went
was,
on,
but we were still in game week. We were already in that game week.
well, yeah, it just started the game week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We
And
just they were
but
already
if you opened your app and you press pick team, you're in the next game week, weren't you? You're in the game week with the doubles in it.
not if I say pick team on Friday night. This Friday night, it won't.
Anyway, any other options for Rafinha? Um, Rafinha around that price.
No, I think they're all upgrades, aren't they?
A lot of them.
Sigurdsson,
Yeah, you're going to be going up. Like a lot of
Herrera, I don't really
a lot of
like.
people are talking about the selling of Jota. I think it's because the fixture at the weekend against United, it's not great. And if you've got bench problems, then it might be useful to move somewhere else. Yeah, if Rafinha is definitely out, then I think Everton is the best way to go. Or Villa. Um, like Villa, who have you got there? Bertrand Traore. He's been like a player people have taken a gamble on. Ross Barkley. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't even. Even their double, it's not great. United at home, Everton at home. Like I'd much rather go Everton and then yeah, Sigurdsson or yeah Rodriguez. I think you're taking it. I think it all depends on um, how you want to play out the last 5 game weeks. I think if you want to take it, either way, you're taking a gamble. But if you really want to go differential, then it's probably Rodriguez, because I think more people will be leaning towards Sigurdsson because penalty taker takes some set pieces. Um, but yeah, it's a tough one, especially knowing that Leeds they don't blank either. So if Rafinha,
They can't auto reclose. They can't announce the fixtures after deadline because the there's a When's the blackout? Media blackout?
Yeah, they won't announce
Tomorrow,
them.
3 p.m.
Yeah, they
They
won't
can't
announce
announce
them.
it.
They won't announce them after the deadline. They'll announce them.
Yeah, no, he's just said in the chat. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it'll be before lunchtime tomorrow or some point on Tuesday, or could be
Do you want
later than
to
that.
Do you want to bring up your team and see what are you thinking about doing as a move? Are you still doing Bruno to Son?
See, now I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to sleep on this because what I
I
saw.
don't think you should do Bruno to Son.
You don't think I should?
No, so I was watching, and I'd maybe advise you to give it a watch just for that period of time. Um, watch the FPL Wire with Late Riser,
Hmm.
and they did some stats on Bruno, and they did they basically did stats on Bruno and on United in 3 chunks: the beginning, the middle, and then the recent. Right. So beginning was amazing, middle was shit, and the end, which is now, is getting back towards the first part, not the middle part. So I think they did 1 to 24, 25 to 30, or 28, or something like that. It was basically they did it in 3 chunks, and basically they were saying that Bruno and United, whilst he hasn't been returning his underlying stats, are kind of getting back to what it was, and that they all three of them were like, no, wouldn't advise selling Bruno. Um, and a few other podcasts that I've listened to have kind of used the same stats and said, um, so I mean, I'm not in that problem because I don't have Bruno,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know.
I
What
think.
do
I
you
mean,
think?
looking at it, I mean, he's still over 50% owned. Um, and then that double next week, Villa away, Leicester at home. Not a great double. But if you look at all of the other options, um, for like a big captain, like yeah, maybe Iheanacho or Vardy, but then they've got United away in their double. Then Everton, like we spoke about on the pod, DCL, or Richarlison, maybe good options for
I
that
might
double.
captain. Planning to bring in Zaha next week, and I might captain Zaha.
Zaha against Sheffield United and Southampton is a good punty one as well. If you like, you've been really attacking the game weeks. Um, but yeah, Bruno, this is something like we know that he's got hauls in him, and you're giving him 2 opportunities to haul against teams that like Villa don't generally sit back at home, and Leicester, like United, can encourage Leicester to have some of the ball and just be able to hit him on the break and create that space. Um, and then from what I saw tonight in the second half of United and Bruno in particular, it just makes me not want to sell him, um, which will be unbelievable. I think he'll be the first ever player I've owned from start to finish of an FPL season. Because if I don't sell him now, he's staying for the duration. I'll bench him in the blank, and he's a big captain option in the last 2 game weeks. So I'm
Yeah, I don't think that's wrong. I think I agree with you. I think
um,
I would keep him.
so yeah, I'm at the moment.
He could score as many as Son this week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Whereas
actually.
I don't like. Whereas when we get to my team and I give my dilemma, I don't think the players that I'm thinking to transfer out would score the same as Son.
Hmm, yeah,
Whereas Fernandez just needs a penalty and he's got the same.
yeah, I might just roll. Um,
Yeah,
to be honest,
you know,
um,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
like there's no one that really sticks out. Yeah, my bench probably be Masuaku, Vidra, and probably Shaw.
I'd
Um,
start Shaw over Jota.
oh yeah, maybe Masuaku, Vidra, Jota, and then yeah my keeper will probably be so Arsenal got Newcastle away, Brighton have got Leeds at home. I'll probably go Leno in goal. But if he's dropped again, then I know that Sanchez will play, so I'm not too fussed. And I probably won't mind it too much if Sanchez played instead of Leno. But yeah, I'm just in two states of mind at the moment. One that really wants to, it's like got that fear of missing out on Son, but I'd be giving up Salah and that run of fixtures that Liverpool have got from 35 into 38, or I'll be giving up Bruno, who's got the double next, and then the two great fixtures in 37 and 38. So yeah, it might be best just to sit tight and keep 2 free transfers to then really go for it. Maybe use one of them to do like Jota to Zaha, and the other one to do.
Are you gonna copy me and do Zaha as well, you bitch?
Jota to Zaha, maybe
Look
use
at
the
you.
other one to go.
You're just trying to protect to make sure that 7 point gap, aren't you?
And
You're just
the other
like trying
one,
to every single player that I'm like saying I want to bring in. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna bring in because you want to protect your fucking 7 point gap, you little bitch.
Jota to Zaha, and the other one probably be maybe Iheanacho to DCL or Richarlison, depending on funds. I think I could probably just about
Don't bring in Zaha. Fuck's sake, Rob.
just to make sure you don't close those
I'm
7
gonna start
points.
hiding my fucking transfers from you.
You explain yours, and then
Right, so I'm in a slightly different situation to you. So I'm quite I'm winning a lot of my monthly mini leagues. Now I thought I'd won them, but fucking game week 34 was supposed to end in game week what we going into? We're going into 34. So game week 33 was supposed to be the last week of the month in April, but Leicester Southampton moved to a Friday night, which is the 30th of April. So it's now in game week 34, which is fucking annoying. And I found that out and I was like, fuck's sake. So yeah, about 6 mini leagues for the monthly, which is like it's like 200 quid or whatever. I was going to win. So yeah, I'm top of them, and I need to kind of stay ahead. Now I'm 0.1 short of doing Greenwood to Sun, so I'm thinking about doing Greenwood or Jota to Bale because I think Bale will do something. Now I know it's not going to help me for the next few weeks, but I don't mind. Like if I win the monthly awards for a few of them, like that's cool. That like kind of compensates it. But then I can just kind of work towards the rest of the season afterwards. Um, so my dilemma now is Greenwood or Jota to Bale. Now, initially, I thought Greenwood was going to play tonight, so I was going to do Greenwood to Bale, but now he didn't start. The fixtures wise, do you want to bring up the fixtures for a second, Rob? So United have got no, have you got the other one? Yeah, that was one. So United have got Liverpool, Villa, and Leicester blank, and Liverpool have got United, Southampton, and West Brom. So which is better? That's what I'm trying to work out, Jota or Greenwood, and I'm a really tough, excuse me, tough decision. Because if I take out Greenwood, so my plan is Greenwood or Jota to Bale. Then next week, Bale out to Zaha. So it's literally just a 1 week punt. He's coming straight back out for Zaha, 100%.
can you get Rafinha to Bale?
No, I can't afford it.
No.
I've got
I
2.3 in the
suppose
bank.
I suppose that would be the definite move you'd make if you could, wouldn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So yeah, I'm short. And there's no like I'm not necessarily out my question. Do a -4, but who else am I gonna like? I don't want to downgrade TAA. There's nowhere else that I can move to do a -4 really, because I'd need what, an extra million,
Yeah.
0.7. There's no one else that I can take out if I take out Rafinha. It's only Jota or Greenwood. So,
Yeah, it's a
what would you do in my position? Would you bring in Bale or not bother? Just roll.
I think I'd roll. I think
Really?
I think
Knowing that there's going to be people in your mini leagues that have Son. So I'm not saying that Bale covers Son, but I'm saying that Bale has got as much chance as outscoring Son,
if he starts,
which I think he will.
he
Which
didn't.
I think he will.
I mean, we saw last week that um,
Yeah,
Ryan
he didn't
Mason's
start.
preferred front line is more a
No, but
Son
that might
Kane.
not necessarily be. That might not necessarily be
I think
preferred. That might be
I think
that
that
he played like quite a lot of minutes against Southampton a few days before.
hmm, yeah, I just don't know about Bale. Like, yeah, I mean, we've seen it at times this season. The guy could just catch fire and then just be unstoppable. And even against Southampton, um, when they were pushing for the winner, well, for the equaliser first, and then for the winner, like he was brilliant on the ball. But it's just whether I don't know whether he's not. I think it's just is. I think it depends how you want to play it. If you're going for um, yeah, those manager of the month prizes, then
But
you've got
because
to
if you
gamble
think about
somewhere,
it,
haven't you?
well, because if you think about it, right, um,
And
you're
then,
right,
I
uttering
mean, also very
close.
close
Don't
said,
forget how much Kane and Son link up.
yeah,
You're
so
right, they
you might
do.
be
The
covering,
problem is I can't get to Son.
yeah, but you might be covering enough with Kane, although a lot of people are going to have
No,
both.
I'm not going to be covering up for Kane. The thing is that by having Jota and Greenwood there, I'm not like there. Jota's, I don't think is going to start in a lot of teams. I think he'll be on the bench in a lot of teams. And Greenwood is so low owned that it's kind of insignificant for that 1 week taking either one of them out. For if we're going on that 1 week, taking either one of them out is insignificant. So the only way that I can kind of get extra points is Bale.
Hmm. I mean, Greenwood, because it looks like it'll probably be Phillips isn't fit yet, so it'll probably be Kabak and Fabinho. Greenwood will terrify him. He did it in the FA
Yeah, so
Cup.
then I'm thinking take out Jota because I could start Greenwood instead of Rafinha's not going to
So,
play.
like seeing like Greenwood came on for what, the last 5-10 minutes tonight,
He
and
scored, didn't he?
yeah, he scored again. Um, I'd imagine he starts on the right hand side on Sunday. It'll
So
be,
then take out Jota, but then I'm not going to have Jota for
I think he'll,
Southampton or 36 because I can't bring him back in. Well, I could.
you know, I think Solskjaer will start Pogba left, Rashford centre, Greenwood right, and then Bruno in the 10, and then McTominay and Fred. That'll be how they line up. I mean, everyone knows what the back four is all the time, but it's the way that they rotate now in that final third. But I think it's going to be one of those games that they bring Cavani on if it's 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. They bring Cavani on to just get in there and bully the defence. But they'll be giving up all the possession to Liverpool, and then just
Yeah.
like they did in both the games a couple of months ago. They just gave them all the possession in both the games, and then like they should have won both games. They were unlucky not to win the league game, but then they uh, yeah, ended up beating Liverpool quite comfortably in the um, cup game.
So yeah, I think that's going to be my move. Probably going to be Jota to Bale,
I don't think it's a bad move. I think
and then Bale to Zaha next week, and then probably Rafinha to Jota.
yeah. I mean, but by then you might think, well, Rafinha's got 3 good fixtures at the end of the season. But then you might be wanting, someone like Jota who will very likely be going into those last 3 fixtures with everything to play for to get into
Well,
Europe.
this is why it will literally just be a move back from. So bringing putting in Bale, I just feel like it's wasted transfers, isn't it? Like Bale in for Zaha, and then Jota in for Rafinha.
I mean, there's no other way of going around it, really, is there?
No.
And I mean, we've wildcarded 2-3 game weeks ago. We're not, as long as there's no other fires to put out, then
Well, I'm gonna have fucking shitloads of fires in 36. I've got 3 Leicester, 2 Chelsea, 1 United. I'm gonna have six blanks,
hmm, I'd,
and
I'd,
no goalkeeper.
I'd be looking at like doing Vardy to DCL maybe in 35.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Um, like in, but
Well, I'm gonna have to take a -8.
I mean, is is that a bad thing? Really, with the 2 doubles, like if you're bringing in Zaha and DCL, and you're going to be captaining one of them, surely, then
Yeah, and then I'll bring in
then
Jota, or maybe I can wait for
you,
Jota and just
you
do a
so you
-4.
so you're gaining 6 points. Well, no,
Yeah,
because Vardy will have the double anyway. Well, actually no, because then he's got the blank, so you're gaining 6 points. Um, so it's only a -2 if you're captaining one of Zaha or DCL. Yeah, like
if a
auto
team
replays is
blanks straight after a double, is it really a blank?
yeah. So like um, Chelsea, Leicester, Man United, Arsenal. They've still got the same number of fixtures as everyone else. You're only really getting an advantage off of Palace or Everton or Villa
Mm, mm.
or Southampton. That's where you're getting an advantage, and that's why we spoke about. We spent a bit of time on Everton, didn't we, the other evening? And like because of the great double fixture followed by the great fixture in blank 36, where there won't be any Bruno, there won't be any Vardy, there won't be any Mount, Werner, Ian Atro, Rashford, Cavani, Pogba, like lots of big players. Won't be any Pepe. um, and yeah, you like 36 is there for. I'd rather captain DCL in 35 and then look for a differential in 36, where there's the blank.
I'm gonna captain Zaha, I think.
Or then DCL and then in 36.
Yeah,
Um,
I need to catch up these 7 points in you, mate.
you can try. You can try.
Mate, I'm still aiming for the top 10k.
It would be unbelievable. I'll sit
I
here and give you a
can do
round
it,
of applause on
mate. I can do it.
the post-season
Why?
pod
It's
if
it's
you make top
it's
10k.
it's 15 points, 15 to 20 points. No, it's 20, 20, yeah, 20 points per week more than the top 10k average for the next 5 weeks. Why is it not doable?
It is
There's a
doable.
double.
It's doable.
There's a double.
Yeah, it's do. I'm not saying it's not doable. It's just it'll be a
I, di-
great. It would be a very good achievement to do
I've
it.
I've beaten the top 10k by 20 points for the last 3 weeks. So why can't I do it for the next 5?
No, I'm not saying you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough ask though.
Yeah, massively. I mean, I would be happy with top
I think
25k.
especially with the blank, and then I think it's even harder to do that if this isn't the scenario that we see, and it's the other scenario where we see um, only 4 teams playing in 35 or 36.
Yeah.
I think it's only 4 teams playing in 36, and then 37 being 18 double game week teams. Or to really close, more chance of West Ham reaching Champions League than making that gain.
Listen, listen. I'm gonna go through where I was a few weeks ago. Fucking right. I think it's possible.
Right. Well,
Right.
whilst you search for that and count all the different numbers in your rank, so a quick run through of the fixtures then, and a quick prediction of
Right.
scores. So
Game week 27, I was 400k. I'm now 80k. Right.
he's
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game weeks ago. So I've gone from 400k to 100k in 7 game weeks. Why can't I go from 83 to 10?
there's no reason why you can't. It's a tough ask.
It is a tough ask.
So anyway,
It is a tough ask.
right. So tomorrow night, Southampton v Leicester. What will the score be?
3-1 Leicester.
3-1 Leicester. I think 2-0, 3-1. Palace v City, Saturday lunchtime.
2-0 City.
I'm gonna go Andros Townsend screamer from 25 yards again. That was at the Etihad, wasn't it? This is at Palace. Palace are shit at Palace. There's shit everywhere. I would go 3-0 City. Brighton Leeds.
0-0.
Go 1-0 Leeds, but Brighton to win on XG. Brighton to win 4-1 on XG.
Standard.
Yeah.
Standard.
Chelsea Fulham.
2-0
Yeah,
Chelsea.
2-1. I think 2-1 Chelsea. Everton Villa. When's that? That's Saturday night football.
1-0.
1-1. I'm gonna go 1-0 Everton. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Sunday afternoon.
1-1.
I'm gonna go for 2-1 Newcastle.
Yep,
Um,
can see that.
I got the way that Newcastle have been playing recently. Like they've been a lot more impressive, and it's mainly due to Wilson, St Maximin all being. Mainly St Maximin being fit and them having a player that they can give the ball that's got some quality about him. United v Liverpool. Careful what you say here.
7-0 Liverpool.
Forget Magnus Carlsen with a 40k jump. Sham beat the population of Iceland in 7 game weeks. What did you say?
7-0 Liverpool.
Okay, and now what are you really saying?
0-0.
I'm going to go 1-0 United. Spurs, Sheffield United.
2-0 Spurs.
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 or 4.
No, I think
Spurs.
2-0.
West Brom Wolves.
2-1 West Brom.
Yeah, I can see West Brom winning. Although I think mathematically, oh no, it's not this week. I think it's next week that they could go down with the double.
Palace can win the Palace. City can win the league this weekend.
Yeah, if United lose,
Yep.
yeah, so they can't win
And
the
City
league
win.
this weekend. Burnley, West Ham.
1-1.
You're completely different to 3 weeks ago. You've just lost all.
Massive difference with Rice being out.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that Rice might be back Monday.
So if Rice
Cresswell might
plays,
be.
if Rice and Cresswell play, what's the score?
Yeah. 2-0 West Ham.
And it's 1-1 if they don't play.
Yeah. No, honestly, Rice is a big difference to our side. Like he
Oh yeah.
protects, like Rice without, Suchek without Rice is like crap. Like you can't play
I think,
Rice.
yeah, the injuries that you've had, yeah, Rice, Cresswell,
Rice,
Antonio,
Cresswell, Antonio. It's ridiculous. That's the spine of our side.
yeah, and then I mean you had Masuaku come back in, which you were
Yeah,
like, okay, so Cresswell's injured, Diop's back anyway. Yeah, we're still okay, but then yeah, you get Rice injured, and that unsettles the midfield, and you've got Mark Noble trying to run around with his Zimmer frame for 90 minutes every week.
yeah,
It doesn't suit how you want to play. If you want to play quick football, you don't need Mark Noble jogging
Mark
around.
Noble. Yeah,
Um, yeah. Anyway, that is that.
yeah. Right, guys. Captain Kane, I assume, Rob?
Yes. Yes. I
Might
think
go Bale.
I think Kane will be. I mean, we saw him at what
Did you hear what I said?
215. You might go
Did you
Bale.
hear? Yeah.
Go for it.
Suicide note, right?
If it pays off, you're ahead of me. Right there you go. If it don't pay off,
I'm fucked.
I'll
Bye
wave. I'll
bye.
wave to you as you like fall down into the abyss.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
have to Captain Kane. I
I
have to
think,
Captain Kane.
yeah, if it's not going to be like with that fixture, that Spurs fixture being such a standout um, fixture this week. I think, yeah, if City hadn't more or less wrapped up the league and with the Champions League tie, I mean, they're in control of the tie, but yeah, Pep
We
won't
know
want to
that
take any risks.
effective ownership won't be more than 200%
No,
because most people have used their triple captains. But what do you think it will be? I would say 185.
yeah, I was going to say between 180, 190, like somewhere in that region. I think it's going to be insane again. Like, who else is there this week?
Iheanacho. I can see people going to Iheanacho.
I mean, yeah, people want to. It'll be people that are chasing in mini leagues and stuff like that that
Yeah,
will pick the differentials out there. They might go, oh fuck it, I'll whack it on De Bruyne or Jesus or Bernardo Silva. I've seen a couple of people talking about the
really.
idea.
Bernardo Silva. Ugh, I don't like that.
Mahrez, Sterling. Um, like there'll be a few people taking little punts on various City players
Hmm.
because, well, yeah, it's one of those weeks where you kind of know that City won't start like some of the all the like front four that started the other night probably not going to be starting on Saturday
Mm,
lunchtime. So you can
mm.
you probably work out who it is, and then if you bring someone in and captain them, could be amazing. Um,
All right, guys. Well, unless there's anything else from you, Rob, I think let's call it a night.
yeah, that's about it. What's going on next week? Well,
When are we recording?
we'll be recording. It'll probably have to be Tuesday because we'll put out a tweet for questions late on Monday night when the social media blackout ends. And then yeah, Tuesday we'll be recording I expect.
Cool.
Um,
All right, guys. Well, have a fantastic game week, and we will chat to you next week.
Yep. Cheers, guys. Good night.